One of the dilemmas of being a remote worker or working from home or being a contractor is that you feel like you always have to be on because you have to earn an income. However, some days just don't work out quite like that. Hi 9 to 5ers, I'm Elizabeth Ajadi, back with the World Elizabeth Do scenario. So this scenario, particularly about being sick or having a sick day as a remote worker or a contractor, is something that I have had to grapple with over the last few months of being a contractor. Why? A few episodes ago, I mentioned being in Nigeria and working from there for about a month in December. And one of the challenges that I had is that the weather doesn't quite agree with me, and I had flare up of asthma, and it was quite bad, worse than I dealt with in years since I relocated here. And it affected me on some days where I really could not be present for work. I was just too sick. And it was at a crucial time in my project as well, where there were just a lot of moving parts. There were a lot of things that I had to coordinate. So I struggled with being away or having to take the day, but I really needed the day. And I simply just reached out to my line manager and client and let them know that I was just not feeling well and that I was struggling. And they understood because they could even hear it in my voice, really. And so communication and sharing when these things are happening, because everybody understands that we're all human and we're not robots. We're not AI agents. We're human beings with flesh and blood, and we feel. And so people understand. Hopefully your manager understands. Hopefully your client understands. Actively communicate to your client or your manager. Let them know how you're feeling and let them know that you're going to take a few days just to recoup, because you can only bring your best when you're feeling your best. Anyway, this is what Elizabeth would do. Actively communicate and share as you go. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below and let me know what you would do differently. See you on the next What Would Elizabeth Do. Bye.